Indeed, there have been lots of accidents in different spots around our viewing area because of patches of ice. This one not confirmed to be connected to ice. In fact, they don't think it is, but a tanker accident has shut down I-65 in Gardendale. This has been going on for several hours now.
Yeah, this is a major backup, and right now we understand, though, that one northbound lane is open. There's a live look at it right there. You can see the backup there, southbound moving much better. But WIAT 42 News reporter Jamie Ostroff is on the phone. She's been there for quite some time. Jamie, what are you seeing right now?
Well, quite some time indeed, Trent. I've been stuck in this for a little over an hour and a half now, and as you mentioned before, we have learned that the one lane did open on the northbound side, so I have been inching along. I would guess that I'm about a half a mile south of the wreck right now, so we're going to try and get you a better look at that as soon as we get there. About 15 minutes ago, it was drizzling, just adding to the conditions, making it a little bit more difficult. Still, I must say, stay away from this area. I know motorists are being detoured at exit 272 to take US 31. I'm seeing that there is a little bit of a backup there as well, perhaps not as bad as what's going on out here. In addition to that, there are motorists still around here on the shoulders, driving past in both directions on the same shoulder. It's not a very safe situation, so if you can, just stay home and get this all cleaned up.
You're absolutely right, Jamie. We're looking at cars turning and going the wrong direction on these exit ramps. You just, it's been 3 or 4 of them since you started talking.
Yeah, that sounded like we're watching them cruise past me for the past hour and a half.
Yeah, look, there's a couple right there doing it right there. We obviously suggest not doing that, and it's hard. People are just not being patient out there.
Indeed.
Sherry.
We talked to Sergeant Jack Self, and he was telling us, people need to avoid this area. Certainly, Gardendale police have said use US 31 if you are getting into that traffic right now. And it looks like more people, though, are just still coming into that traffic. You said you've moved about a half of a mile, Jamie.
Yes, definitely. Actually, I am just approaching US 31 now. Exit 275, so I can tell you it's taking me about an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes to travel 3 miles north on I-65 here. I'm just approaching the diverted lanes here. It looks like the middle lane is closed. They're directing people off onto exit 275. I'm going to be getting off here now, seeing what I can see for you. And meanwhile, the left lane is crawling by here on I-65.
Okay, so she went 3 miles in an hour and a half. So you want to avoid that area as long as you can until they get that totally cleaned up. And a tractor trailer that was carrying formaldehyde, Jamie, earlier you reported that some of it did leak out. Any status on what's going on with the leak right now?
Yes, I'm not sure about the status or even the cause of that wreck over there, but Gardendale police say they're going to need to be cleaning that up. They're going to be putting some sand down, they told us, and I think the traffic's not going to clear until that happens. Formaldehyde, as you're probably aware, is a very dangerous chemical. Those fumes can cause a lot of irritation. So definitely something to be careful around.
And Sherry, we should point out, we did get some insight from one viewer who called Mark Prater in the Weather Center. We haven't confirmed this yet, but she told Mark that she saw a truck hit the truck that overturned. So again, we'll do more digging for you and try to find the exact cause, whether or not weather was a factor here. But obviously a real mess and a huge backup there on I-65 heading north.
Indeed. Jamie Ostroff, we'll check back with you a little later in this newscast because we do know for a fact that there have been different areas in our viewing area where ice spots have caused lots of accidents.
Yeah,
some fender benders.
We have a huge list right here, pages worth of accidents all across central Alabama caused by the ice, and slick roads are certainly causing problems for drivers in places like Pinson. Yeah,
WIAT 42 News reporter Lillian Lalo joins us live now in Pinson. And Lillian, what's the situation like right now you're looking at?
Guys, it is certainly a mess tonight here in Pinson. I'm on Highway 79, and we're joined now with Deputy Merchant. He's here to tell us what's going on. This is certainly a dangerous situation. Some precipitation from earlier has made the roads very icy.
Yes, ma'am.
So talk to me about what happened earlier today. It seemed like it was one accident after another.
Just the bridges are icing over pretty quick. People aren't using caution when going by to just normal speeds. Losing control of the vehicles, hitting guardrails, hitting the medians, just going out the roadway.
And so earlier today, we have some video. Y'all had to actually divert traffic, get people off of this highway so you could make the roads safer, putting sand down. Talk to me about that.
We just had to shut down northbound, southbound sides of 79 due to the fact that this bridge here, you couldn't even walk across it. I mean, it was that iced over. Within a matter of minutes, we had a total of maybe 6 wrecks just in this little half-a-mile stretch right here. So if people would use a little bit more caution, going by, slow down just a little bit, they'll make it across safe enough, but people just aren't using caution.
And while we were standing here talking just a few minutes ago, they even got a call about another accident up the road. That is actually where our crew, we're going to head that way in just a few minutes. And you can see right now, it looks like it's sleeting and snowing as well. So it's just a word of caution tonight. Be extra careful if you're in this Pinson area and anywhere in Alabama tonight. Live in Pinson, Lillian Lalo, WIAT 42 News. Coverage you can count on.
That word to take caution, as you saw lots of people just whizzing by behind them. If you hit an ice spot,
you're in a lot of trouble. Yeah, well, let's go ahead and check in now with WIAT 42 News traffic reporter Jamie Langley. She's in for a look at the delays and maybe some detours as well, because, Jamie, we're hearing about a lot of wrecks out there across the area.
Oh, man, too many to count, that's for sure. And we're not talking about just Jefferson County or the surrounding areas. We're talking all over the place across the state of Alabama. And right now, showing you the worst, of course, you heard about this, Jamie Ostroff reporting about Gardendale, the overturned tractor trailer there, I-65 northbound closed. You see the red there. Here are some counties that you need to make sure that if you are traveling through these counties at any point this evening, that we have received reports of ice in these counties: Sumter, Talladega, Blount, Calhoun, Etowah, and Jefferson counties. Be very careful, because any spots that you see are slick probably are ice, so slow down if at all possible. And this just in as well, Highway 144, ice on bridges. This is in St. Clair County that we're receiving word. Ice is on bridges on Highway 174. This is in Pell City to Odenville, so be careful there. Also I-20, bridges between Pell City and Riverside. There's ice reported there. And also Triple T's Ice Drive with extreme caution in that area around Pell City, Highway 78. And also new reports just coming in as well in Talladega County. Multiple roads across northern Talladega County currently ice, with multiple accidents reported from emergency manager there. So again, be very careful. And we just keep receiving all kinds of reports from all different areas across the board. Also in Calhoun County, accident on Highway 431. This is north of Highway 204. The bridges are icing over on some roadways there. So again, across the board, if you are traveling today, this afternoon at any point, please slow down and please play it safe. We don't want you getting hurt for sure, and any wet patches, they will definitely be ice. Back to you.
All right, Jamie, thank you. The best advice right now is just keep it at home and watch us on television, and hopefully you can stay safe. But joining us on the phone right now, we want to turn to Jefferson County EMA Director Jim Coker.
And Jim, you're in a position to hear a lot of what's going on right now. What's happening across Jefferson County with the slick roads?
In Jefferson County, the main areas that were touched by the storm were north and northeast. So Pinson, Trussville, those areas did receive some icing. Jefferson County roads and trans will be out. They'll have crews out. Sanding is needed. The rest of the county is in pretty good shape. And we just got word that some lanes are now open on I-65 in Gardendale.
Jim, are you hopeful that things are going to improve throughout the night? Chief Meteorologist Mark Prater was telling us that temperatures hopefully will continue to rise throughout the evening, which is not the norm, but that's the forecast. What are you guys hearing?
That's exactly what we heard. We just had a briefing from the National Weather Service, and they do expect temperatures to rise. Temperatures are already rising in counties west of us, Tuscaloosa and Bibb. So we are hopeful that this will continue to rise through the night, which will alleviate many of the problems that we've seen across the northeastern part of the county.
Okay, that's Jim Coker with Jefferson County EMA saying most of the roads Jefferson County looking okay, the north and northeast parts of the county having some issues. We will check back with you later on this evening to make sure everything dries up the way you guys want it to, Jim.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, we certainly hope so. Well, our coverage of the slick roads and all the weather conditions will continue after a brief break here on WIAT 42 News at 5.